We see them in the morning on our way to work and in the afternoon as the day begins to wind down. School buses, a frequent sight on roadways, and sharing space with them comes with certain precautions. After all, they're full of young children.
It can get understandably confusing due to its unusual speed patterns and flashing lights. Plus, how many other vehicles do you know of that have a built-in stop sign on the side?
So let's consider the facts on how to stay safe. And with us this afternoon to clear up any confusion you may have is Sheriff Donald Baker with the Caroline County Sheriff's Office. Thanks for being here.
Thank you for having me.
This afternoon. All right, school buses. You know, I feel like everybody should know this, but it's always worth a reminder. And there is, you've seen an increase in motorists around these, driving around these buses?
Yeah, we've had several complaints in recent weeks of school buses lights being run. We've actually sent deputies out to patrol the areas where we are targeting that have reports in problem areas. So school buses are built to be a safety for children when they're transported to and from school. And the caution zone is about 10 feet on each side of the bus. Vehicles are required when the yellow lights go on to slow down and be cautious. When the red lights go on, they are to stop at least 20 feet away from the bus in either direction.
So if I'm approaching a bus that I see has yellow lights on, I'm okay to continue?
You're okay to continue. You should clear that, but you should start slowing down and use caution.
Okay.
So when the bus is preparing to stop is when they usually turn their yellow lights on. It's always a good reason. If you're further away, you don't want to hit the accelerator and you don't want to try to speed up to get past the bus before the red lights come on. And usually when the buses stop, that's when they activate their red lights and the little stop sign that comes out on the driver's side.
So why do you think people are having a hard time with this? Are they confused? Are there misconceptions about what?
I think that people are in a hurry. They don't plan well, and if any little inconvenience anymore, people are ready to get to work or wherever they're going to, and they don't think about the safety of others around them.
So what's the penalty like if I ignore the lights and the signs?
So what the penalty is, it's a $570 fine and 3 points in the state of Maryland.
Ooh.
So, and some buses are actually equipped with like stop sign or cameras that actually will send you a ticket in the mail.
Really?
And that is $270 fine.
Now, and you had mentioned to us before we came on the air that you actually have people looking out for those who are breaking these rules.
Yes, so we have deputies targeting certain areas where we have seen an uptick in school bus violations, and they are out there aggressively and actively stopping and citing anybody who violates the law. So the safety of children is the utmost importance of anybody. The school, the sheriff's office, the community, we want to protect our children, and they are most vulnerable when they are exiting or they are boarding the school bus. So people, and that happens when their red lights are on, and people need to be aware of that and cautious of that.
What do you think is the most important thing they need to remember? I mean, obviously to slow down, stop and everything, but when it comes to school buses?
I think people need to be aware of their surroundings. You know, the other thing is a lot of people are on their cell phones, you know, doing a lot of other things on their commute to work. They're trying to, you know, send text messages and so on and so forth. So you really need to be focused on driving. You need to be focused on your surroundings, and when you see a yellow bus, you need to make sure that you are watching that bus, you're being cautious of that bus for stops, and making sure that there are no children around. Because if you see a school bus and it's stopped, then you should know that there is either a child exiting or entering the bus.
All right. Sheriff Donald Baker, thank you so much for coming in. Good reminder.
Thank you very much.